Oh. Hey, Bobby. How are we doing, sir? A lot better today. A lot better. Molly was commenting about how much fun we were having yesterday. I was looking at the text that we're live? All right. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. It's 6:32, and we'll go ahead and get started with a roll call. Here we go.
District 1, Alderman Miguel Aguirre.
Here.
District 3, Alderman David Emery.
I'm here.
District 4, Alderman Michael Rodriguez.
Here.
And District 1, Alderman Richard Hughes. And District 5, Alderman Charles K. are absent.
I think it's District 2. 2 for
2
Hughes.
and 5.
2 and 5. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it, Paula. Okay. If you all can please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance real quick. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, Council. Let's go ahead and jump into number 4, citizens to be heard. This is the opportunity for citizens, visitors, and guests to address the City Council on any issue, any item on the agenda in compliance with LGC Section 551.007. City Council may not discuss any presented issue, nor may any action be taken on any issue at this time. Citizens to be heard are limited to 3 minutes each. Attorney General Opinion, JC-0169. You'll have nobody sign in. I'll still ask, is there anybody with public comments? Going once. Going twice. Paula, if you can please show no comments for item number 4. All right. Council, let's go ahead and move on to number 5, consent agenda. And we'll go ahead and take a look at first, consider the approval of the minutes. And we have 3 different. Do we need to handle each one individually or just go ahead and look at all 3 at the same time?
Look at all 3 at the same time unless somebody has one they want to pull for an amendment.
Okay. So 12, 20, and 26.
Mayor, I want to start by making a motion to approve the consent agenda as provided.
Okay. So you're looking at the minutes and the bills too?
No.
Just the minutes.
The minutes.
Okay. Thank you. I have a motion on the floor for us to go ahead and approve the minutes as presented. Do I have a second? Okay. Got a second? Okay. Any discussion? I'll give a few seconds, see if David has anything. Okay. We'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So all yays on that. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to B, and that's consider approval of payment of the bills.
Council, there was one error on there. It looked at the very top there where it says Atascosa. It was really, it says waste management. There was a entry and then that I caught before after I sent it to you. That should be the waste management and not Atascosa appraisal district.
Okay.
It's been changed.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
The IntelliChoice, what is that?
IntelliChoice is our report software.
Okay.
What is it called, Richie? No.
That's our eForce software.
eForce, thank you, eForce.
And we have a line item for it
Yeah.
called record management system.
It's record, I mean, yeah, but I couldn't remember what it,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's our
Yeah.
reporting. Just a little more candy bar.
You're good. Thanks, Richie.
And the Fonterra Concepts, is that going to be done piecemeal? That's all part of the original contract, right?
That
To do
was
the
that
server stuff?
2000, yes. So
Okay.
the 2000 was the labor and that finishes out that whole agreement.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yes.
Mayor, I want to make a motion to approve payment of the bills as submitted.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Got a second? Okay. Any discussion? Nope. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? He's aye. Okay.
Okay, all yeas. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go into our open session. Number 6, take action on items discussed. Consider and act upon the adoption of Resolution 24-10, a resolution of the City of Lytle, Texas, suspending the April the 4th, 2024 effective date of EAP Texas Incorporated requested rate change to permit the city time to study the request and to establish reasonable rates. Approving my goodness, got tongue-tied on that one. Approving cooperation with the city served by AEP Texas and authorizing intervention of AEP Texas Incorporated requested rate change proceedings before the commission, hiring Lloyd Gooselink attorneys and consulting services to negotiate with the company and direct any necessary litigation and appeals, requiring reimbursement of city's rate case expenses, finding that the meeting in which this resolution is passed is open to the public as required by law, requiring notice of this resolution to the company and legal counsel.
All right, so Mayor and Council, we did receive on February 29th, or just about that date, the letter was dated February 29th, that basically AEP's rate change, they had notified us prior that they were going to be submitting it, and then ultimately did submit it and filed there. So basically, as a city with jurisdiction, you have 3 options. You can approve it, you can deny the application, or you can suspend it. In speaking with Lloyd Gosling, who is, they're really the aforementioned kind of attorneys in electrical utilities, and the city has worked apparently with them before and in other things. They are suggesting to suspend it for the 90 days, which is the allowable amount of time. And so that's what this resolution before you is doing. It'll allow the cities and really Lloyd Gosling to look and just make sure that it may all make sense and that they can study it longer before moving forward with the rates. So.
Okay.
So Mayor, without having to read all that, I want to make a motion to approve Resolution 24-10.
Okay, got a motion on the floor for us to approve Resolution 24-10, where we're going to go ahead and suspend for 90 days. Okay.
I'll second.
You got a second? Okay. Any further discussion?
Nope.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All yeas. Thank you so much, Council. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and move on to B. Consider an act upon the adoption resolution of 24-11, a resolution of City Council of City of Lytle, Texas, ratifying the actions of City Administrator and executing Task Order 24-03 by and between the City of Lytle, Texas and TRC for engineering services related to the review of Lytle Loft Storage Subdivision, Lot 1, Final Plat. Zach?
All right, so Mayor and Council, obviously, as the caption indicated, we found out that the final plat for the Lytle Loft subdivision had not been completed, and this is for the pump house, the new pump house off of I-35. And so when we found that out, obviously we kind of scrambled to get everything taken care of. TRC needed their documentation, and in order to kind of move them forward and get it taken care of so we could get the final plat, since they've already started construction, we need that in place really before they started, but you know, it was an error on our part in issuing the permit. To get that all squared away, I went ahead and signed off on the task order that normally y'all would see beforehand, and so tonight is just ratifying my actions of signing off on that. The cost, just like usual, will be rebuilt back to the developer for any costs associated with their review from TRC.
Okay.
Why do you say it's the city's fault?
So the city issued a permit for construction prior to the final plat being submitted and approved, which should not have been the case.
And that's why the contractor started working?
Correct. That's why they.
Okay, I understand.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So obviously we figured that out. Reset, we told them that, hey, we need to get this going, and they've done their part to submit everything and move forward. We're hoping to have everything wrapped up and on the March 25th meeting for the actual final plat. So,
Molly, all this looks good?
Yes.
Okay. Mayor, I want to make a motion for the approval of Resolution 24-11.
Okay. I have a motion for us to go ahead and approve the resolution 24-11 for the review of the Lido Loft Storage Subdivision.
I'll second.
You got a second? Okay. Any further discussion?
Nope.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? All right. Thank you. All yeas on that one. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to C and consider impossible action concerning award of request for proposal number 2024-0101 for the construction and management and inspection services to AG3 Group LLC. Zach?
all right, so Mayor and Council, we obviously, as you know, we sent out an RFP for construction management and inspection services, and this was to backfill Reese's position since he is no longer with the city after his retirement. And so we're needing to have somebody that can actually go out and inspect our kind of infrastructure, especially as the new subdivisions get built. And that's really what this was, garnered for. We only had one AG3 Group LLC was the only bid that we received. And so we are asking City Council to go ahead and we're recommending to award it to AG3 Group. I will say that the costs associated with the individuals that would potentially be working, obviously it's a larger group than just one person, so they have multiple people that could potentially come out on site. Their costs are a little bit higher than Reese was charging, but ultimately even those bills that Reese it was going back to the developer or the engineer that was associated with those projects, so those costs would go back as well.
And Zach, just for clarification, can you quickly explain the difference between these inspectors and our normal inspectors that do all the other stuff?
Yeah, so obviously the AOCA who we hired to do our normal inspections are looking at the actual building on-site properties. That's their plumbing, electrical, everything associated with new construction or existing construction. This is specifically our civil infrastructure that we're placing in the ground or developers are placing in the ground to help us ensure that they're meeting our requirements and our codes. So.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure council knew the difference on this one. So this is more as we build out and our city grows, we need somebody to kind of be our representative to make sure all that infrastructure, the roads and everything else are done accordingly. And they work side by side with our engineers. Is that correct?
That is correct. It would be. They're actually supposed to be submitting reports to both our engineers, myself, and our public works director as we go through, any time that we're using them for their services. So
awesome.
They come. I will say, just as a side note, AG3, even though they were the only bid, they come highly recommended. They've been around for about 3 years as a company, but their experience goes way beyond that. They have some people that are 20, 25 years in the business, and they are. Some of their projects that they already are doing are already for TxDOT doing inspection services, so they're very familiar with things in the San Antonio area and around us. So.
Okay. Council?
What was the term of the contract? Is there
So
a
this
year,
is just the
18
award of
months?
the bid. We'll work on the contract
Okay.
and bring that
This is
forth.
just
next time.
okay.
Yeah.
Can I get a motion for us to go ahead and award the request for proposal?
So the motion would be to award of the request.
Yeah,
For proposals.
Okay, so I want to make a motion to award the award of a request for proposal number 2024-0101 for construction management and inspection services to AG3 Group LLC.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
A second. Okay, any further discussion? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead and write down all yays. Thank you, council. Appreciate that. This will really benefit us as we start getting some more plans and everything else in that other side. Make sure that we're taking care of that. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to D, discussion, update, and possible action concerning water well number 2. So,
Robbie will come up as well, and he can backfill anything that I mistake, but and the mayor as well. So the mayor had a phone conversation with the railroad commission. They have still not sent their letter to us that from their test that they completed out at well 2. However, it appears that it's kind of held up in Austin, so it'll get here eventually. But it appears that they did not find any refined or natural oil, gas of any kind in the actual well, which is great news. Following that, Robbie and or the mayor and I asked Robbie to go ahead and do some tests because they did say that some of that smell and everything could be potential just bacteria that's in the line or in the pipe and in the system. And so we asked him to complete a sample of that. And as far as I'm aware, the first sample that we completed came back clean, which is great.
Bacteria, bacteria sample.
Yeah.
Not good. So I took another one. I gotta have 3 consecutive bacteria samples clean to be able to use that well.
so council, what we're saying is, and you took one today, right, Robbie? So where we're at now, and Robbie's been monitoring and flushing, just like we had talked about before. But where we're at right now, if we get 3 clean tests, so that would be Thursday, right?
Yep.
So if we get 3 clean tests on Thursday, technically we can get the well back on. So yeah, so talk about the big guy in the sky helping us out and just laying it out. But I know a big key has been Robbie working very hard in flushing that system, which is one of the first things that we've been doing. And even during the time that we were waiting to do the other steps, he's been doing that and taking care of that. So this is good. But we need to wait until we get all 3 straight. And if we get all 3, then we can go ahead and put it back online. And we're ready to rock and roll. So, and all this is just because we had to bring it back up to life. It had been neglected for almost a year. And, those are the consequences. And that's why it's so key that we actually kind of keep things going. So,
and just to piggyback, so we also are meeting, the 3 of us will be meeting with Edwards Aquifer to discuss the well and the situation and everything this Thursday, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we're just continuing to move forward. So we've kind of put the cameraing on hold just because the test that the Railroad Commission completed is very positive, and then obviously the sample that we took being no sign of bacteria. The first one is very positive, so that's kind of on hold for now, and we're just going to move forward appropriately. So.
yeah. So we'll take the next steps like we mentioned. So we just wanted the council. We wanted all of you, David, wanted everybody. And I know Charles, whenever he watches this, we wanted all of you to be aware, and Richard, be aware of what's going on with our well, because I know it's been in all of our concerns, but this is a very good sign that we're moving in the right direction with this. Any questions for Zach or Robbie?
Yeah, Zach, do we need to have that letter in hand from the Railroad Commission before we actually put the well back online?
I wouldn't say not necessarily. I mean, part of the reason for talking to Edwards, though, is to kind of communicate kind of what we've done and where we're at. And, based on that conversation, honestly, I'm sure it will come up. And so it's possible that, at that point, if they would suggest us to, then, we'll continue to do what we're doing and flushing and wait. But I would expect that letter here in the next couple of weeks. I mean, it's basically done. It's just kind of held up on some desks in Austin, so.
Yeah, and we can always, and David, it's a valid point. We'll make sure that we forward the letter. It might be the person that we meet with. It might be somebody else. But we'll make sure that letter gets to them. I know they definitely want to have the document. So point well taken.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Anything else, council? All right. Thanks, Robbie, and thank you for all the hard work on that. All right. E, discussion, update, and possible action concerning election of possible sale of gas utility system.
All right, so Mayor and Council, the mayor and I have been discussing with WTG and CPS Energy. So obviously, as y'all recall, our CPS Energy contract ends April. However, they did offer a potential 6-month extension on that contract. They have confirmed, based on the work that we have been doing to try to sell the system or move forward with finding some other operator for the system. They have acknowledged and have granted the additional 6 months. So that'll take us to October. In the interim, like I said, the mayor and I have had some conversations with WTG, who is one of the ones interested in possibly buying the system. But obviously we have to have the election first. We did communicate with them about possibly operating the system and then eventually moving to some sort of sell at some point. They really weren't too interested in moving that route, only because they've just never done that before. They have done where they've purchased other systems in the past, but just not outright operating without owning the system. And so we just find it prudent to just move forward with the election. Unfortunately, we don't have the council places on the moving forward with, but y'all will still be listed on there just because we're not canceling the election. So y'all will be listed as unopposed and basically elected.
Need one vote.
Yeah.
Need one vote. Just one.
But the proposition will also be on there, and we've been working with Medina County to get all that squared away. And it's my understanding they have everything that they need from all 3 counties to build out the ballot and the system and the precincts and everything like that. So we're just continuing to move forward, but we wanted to kind of update you because it's been a while since we talked about it. So.
Yeah. So with that, council, the other thing that we want to give you a heads up is because it being in May, we're basically looking at maybe about 45 days for us to disseminate information, talk about this, and make sure that we inform. So we're going to put something together that will get out to you so you can go ahead and let our residents, our citizens, everybody know what we're actually trying to do. Our gas system needs in a sense of having volume in order for it to be able to sustain itself. Unfortunately, the volume is not there. And what we thought might happen with our new subdivisions out there with all the homes, none of them are actually putting gas. So the ratio, it's a big gap in there, and it's better for us to go ahead and move forward with the selling. We just need the city to give the council the authorization for us to be able to do that. And that's what we're going to need to go ahead and work very hard to make sure that folks know and they're informed and they understand. By the way, this is nothing new. All of our communities around here, another community north of us, northwest of us, is actually going through the same thing. It's based on the investment of the maintenance and the certification and the employees. Having to have the employees to service it is very costly. So a lot of our communities around here have sold their systems out to, and it would be just like right now we have CPS Energy doing our electric and our gas. Well, the gas will shift from being one provider to a different provider, and they'll handle everything that goes along with that. In some ways, it also benefits the city because it's going to be a little bit less work on our city hall because we won't need to deal with that. They're going to be dealing directly with the actual provider. So that's going to be benefiting our city hall too, to be able to do a little bit less of the management portion that goes along with that. So any questions or anything on this? David, anything?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, council. we'll go ahead and keep you informed. Be prepared. We'll get you more information so we can go ahead and start getting the info out on that.
You will see it in the quarterly newsletter, just because I did put a blurb in there about it. So at least as a first swath of information that we are hosting an election for that purpose. But of course, like you said, we'll get you more.
Can we look at? I can't remember the top of my head, but can we look into whether or not we need to have a public hearing for that too?
Shouldn't be a
Or
public hearing.
no? Okay.
Yeah, we've already called the election.
But
So-
you'll have some notices that you have to post in the election code and I'll with Paula and
Okay.
Zach about the dates.
So it's mostly just with the election. Okay. So we'll get it out there, and then we just need to have folks. And I think this one is also majority rules. So it's not a set percentage or anything. It's just,
For or against.
so as long as we have one more than the 4, we should be good. I'm hoping. Be able to get that. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to F, discussion and update on new City Hall server and employee workday held on February 28th, 2024. Zach?
All right. Well, I'll start off with the workday. I think it was quite successful. We're obviously still working on some of the items, but there was probably over 200, give or take, boxes worth of items that could be shredded, that have met its retention schedule. If you go into my office, they're all in there. So waiting to be shredded. We're working with Waste Management to get their shred bin here. But it was very successful. We primarily focused, I think, on the vaults and the storage that's in those, and cleaned a lot of that out. And staff worked really hard in marking the boxes clearly, so that way going forward it'll be a lot easier to destroy stuff as we go and not have a big amount going forward. There's still some more work to do, but I think it was really successful, and staff really appreciated the effort, and I know I did. As far as the server is concerned, so it is up and running. Everything is good, kind of. The Tyler portion of it, there's still an issue with municipal court payments, online payments being accepted, but it is on the Tyler side. It's not on the actual server side, and so we're working with Tyler and Frontier to get that fixed. And there was even today just some back and forth on that. So that's kind of where we're at. But as far as the server is concerned, it is up, it is running, and it's all buttoned up. So
Good. Well, it was good. I appreciate everything you guys have done with that one. It was pretty neat finding some, I will say, artifacts. It was quite interesting. I think we kept finding stuff, Gabe Garcia, bumper stickers and everything else. So, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that's what, 90s? 2000? 2007. 2008. Okay, 2008. There we go. So,
staff did a really great job, and yeah, there was definitely some interesting things found. We found like original minutes of the Planning and Zoning Commission from '78, just a lot of different stuff. So obviously that stuff is permanent, and we're keeping all that. But yeah, it's been there was a lot of effort put in, and we cleaned a lot of stuff out. So.
Yep. So appreciate all you guys' hard work, and I know that there's still another phase that you'll have to do, but we're gonna get there, and that's gonna be a good thing. Be able to take care of that, and the unique thing was getting the maps. I think that's great. We'll have all of our maps consolidated instead of multiple places. So if we need to find a map for something, we'll be able to get them. It'll be a little bit more accessible to be able to get that too. All right. Anything, Council?
So with that fresh on your mind, any consideration on digitizing any of that information?
I mean, I'm all for it. Obviously, we need the capacity, in what we have, and the servers and
I've already
stuff
kind
like
of
that.
started, so anything with financial payroll and all that is all on digital and all
Right.
on a Fairlight Drive that I have, but, trying to push it out throughout the rest of everybody else, because it's not been easy. But, yeah, everything needs to be.
I think we're heading in that direction.
Yeah.
What was the storage capacity of the server?
Oh, I don't
Was there any allotted for that type of
There was definitely,
storage?
There was definitely room for growth, and obviously with the original server, or I guess the second server, we'll say,
Right.
that has the Active Directory on it. There's probably room on there as well. So it's definitely something that we're trying to. I've been in talks with Frontera to kind of figure out kind of like an IT roadmap, right? Like where do we go from here,
Right.
and what do we build in, and that's part of that.
Zach and I really want to share a drive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you definitely want external drives.
No, we want to share a drive.
I know, but it could be external. That's what I'm saying. It
Yes.
doesn't have to be part of the server, so you could do daily backup or some type of backup. But
And I can just grab files as we need them.
yeah, now's the time to get the disk space because it's cheap.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely a consideration, and we're, I think obviously once we kind of, the dust settles and we figure out exactly what we have and what needs to stay. I mean, there is a lot of stuff that is permanent, so might as well just stick it on there and be done with it.
we'll let the council know if you need anything.
Understood.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know, in a valid point, one of the other things is once we have all that is also then having the reader, the scanner, because, for the maps, they're pretty big. So you need to have something that would be able to scan it,
Or you could outsource it too.
or you can outsource it too. Be able to do that. That's true. So, but no, good stuff. Anything else on that? Nope.
Nope.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it, council. We moved through the action items. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and move on to the department reports. And the first one that we have is Animal Care and Control Department report. And we have the interim director. All right, Betty.
I want to thank y'all very much for letting me come back and do this. This has been fun.
No, thank you for helping out.
So down goes forward.
Okay. This was for February, and I just came in 2 weeks ago, so I'm not sure if all this is correct, but this is what we have. We're working on it. Resident rescue, volunteer hours, that was pantry. And these are upcoming events. Jalen's been finishing her military commitment, and then on the 21st, 22nd, we're going to send her to Seguin, where she will get her ACO. We're having a spay neuter on March 23rd, Easter event, and then Bella's pantry.
So Jalen in the military.
She's a reservist.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear. Okay.
This is where she wanted to spend more time on this.
I'm flying through everything else, but oh my goodness. Coming back, I was a little disheartened about the condition of the facility. The fences, we've got, and Robbie came out and looked at them, and he's working on it. We have 2 exhaust fans, big exhaust fans that he already purchased, and so they are going to be installed, right? He's going to do that. That's the big thing. The attic ladder that goes up to the attic is broke, and we need it fixed because we have a coil that's going to be replaced up there, and we just can't hold that guy up on a ladder anymore. And then, but
I'll be there tomorrow.
okay. God bless Robbie. He has helped us out so much. The grates are in terrible shape. They need to be replaced. Some of the garage doors, some need to be repaired. Some just need to be replaced. We have 4 garage doors in the kennels. Mice. Lots of mice. But we did have a gentleman that came and kind of looked at it. And then the old shed, that was the first shed that we bought, I think in 2013. We opened in 2010, and I think we had a fundraiser and got enough money to raise that first shed that's back there. And I honestly had not looked at it in the 6 years that I've been gone. And oh my, we need a work day, a big work day.
Betty, for clarification, $1,200 is for the AC coil,
AC coil.
not the ladder.
No. no, not
Okay.
the ladder. But
Thank
we
you.
do have to have a ladder.
To get to the $1,200 job. Right, thank you.
But hopefully, we baby steps. We're going to just do baby steps, and we're going to get it done because it, and
Yeah.
Our count as of today is $35.07. However, on Thursday, I'm taking 3 dogs and a mama cat that surprisingly had kittens, and they're going to rescue. And then we have 2 other dogs going home tomorrow. So
That's awesome.
I know it's still too many, and we know that. Working on it. It's
And,
just been so much.
and be able to take care of that. David, can you hear me?
Yes,
David, has a committee decided what day we might be looking at the spring cleanup?
you would have to talk to Chris Bowen about that.
Okay.
Talked about several days, and he has some notes.
Okay. We'll probably need to get that ironed out so we can help Betty out with on that day. If she's got all that stuff that needs to be cleaned out, we might as well do it right at the time so we can take it directly and go put it in those dumpsters and just let it go ahead and get cleared out.
Those, the panels that came out of the old kennels, because we have new kennels that we put in, and they are just big, thick, plastic panels, and they're just against the fence behind the old shed. And I'm sure maybe somebody could use them. I don't know
Yeah.
what, but
Were those the same ones that were supposed to go with the others to that one city that we were going to donate them? No.
these came out whenever they pulled out the old kennels. Remember they had the kennels put in?
Yeah.
This was the dividers between each other. It's about this thick plastic.
Okay.
And, anybody could use them, but
We need to get rid of them.
anyway,
Okay.
I'm enjoying it, so.
Council, you have any questions or anything?
Mayor, one other
Thank you.
thing,
Yeah.
Stepping up, appreciate it.
Paula, Janice was supposed to write up the minutes of the meeting last week and send them to Paula. And I'm sure the date that was discussed would be in those notes that she sent to Paula if she's gotten them.
Okay.
I have not received those yet, but yeah, she'll send them to me.
Okay.
All right, you might give her a call. She was supposed to write them up right away and get them to you.
Thank you. Appreciate that, David. All right. All right. Thanks, Betty. Thank you for a great job. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the library director's report. All right, Cassandra. Whoop, whoop. Here we go.
All right, we had, your usage was 71 for the adults and 79 for the kids. And then we had 1,376 checkouts. So it
Oh,
was
wow.
a little slow last month, so but it's starting to pick up again. We had 57 users on the eStats. That's still, people are still learning about it. And we had 17 loans. And there was 8 new accounts, 29 renewals, and 9 library cards that April made. Still have story time, and we're still working on that. We started working a little bit on the reference room. We're doing a little at a time. And still offering the curbside. That was February. And this Mardi Gras, rodeo, heart health, and canning. And then there was wedding, Black History. That is Chinese New Year and it's like the Super Bowl.
Oh.
I figured out what that was. I was like, what is it? Football. The football, yeah. All I could see was football, but I couldn't figure out what it was. So they like the displays and they went to it. And so like Saturday's display, we're not open. It was National Barbie Day. So we had a National Barbie Day next to Mario Day, which was yesterday. So like Super Mario. So I had that. The kids are really like, oh, they're so excited about it.
Council, any questions for the library? Are we going to have any kind of events coming up that we need to get the word out?
The golf thing, he's moving it to July. That's
Okay.
what he has, but he hasn't given us a set date yet, so we're still waiting on that.
Okay.
And then we'll have summer reading program starting in late June into July. So but I can't think of anything else
Yeah, so school will be out on the 24th of May, so,
We have our next crochet group next Thursday, so.
okay.
Hopefully we'll have some more.
And is that like all ages or certain ages?
Beginner to advanced. So
Okay.
It's not a class, it's just where a group of people get together where they crochet together and it's, we have a space in the back.
Do you have like a flyer on that? Okay.
You know, we made a flyer to see who would be interested in it and we had probably about 15 people. So.
Okay. I was just going to say because we got a seniors luncheon coming up, and if you wanted to share the information, Paola can go ahead and pass that along to others. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Robbie, take 2. Here we go. Public Works.
Oh, look, it worked. We had total work orders 54, water 24. We installed 9 meters, 5 main breaks, 6 meters.
Customer request.
That's you. That's me. Oh, I was like, I'm looking at I know I'm looking at
The net is like this.
we didn't have no sewer stoppages this month, so that was a good.
Yay.
The only one that we actually had was at the main sewer plant.
Wipies.
Yeah.
Still wipies. You know, when is the news? When is the letter going out? Or actual, or did it already? No. But when are we going to stuff the envelopes? Can we put something together about wipies?
We tried.
That's okay. Let's do it. Look. Do this. Let's go ahead and do something real quick. Nothing fancy. I know he's got some photos. You know, with all this stuff. So yeah, you can put it in there. Yeah. We found your wipey. That's how we could call it, right? So, I mean, we can put that in there, but then give me the same document, and then we can push it out through social media too, okay? Because it is a big thing, and it's not only our community; it's everybody's dealing with this. But the more that you remind folks, the better it is for us to be able to do that. So. But because it can literally, I mean, for equipment, it can really damage equipment and be very costly. And then the clogs, you know, when it gets clogged up, then they end up having to get in there and unclog it. And
Saturday, we try to take clean the racetrack out. We got to do it manually. About 5 hours, you know, we thought we had everything, and I guess there was another island on the bottom, and that floated up and clogged it. So we're still having issues with it.
so we just need to keep reminding folks on there. And even though it says flushable or whatever, they still,
They don't dissolve, they don't break down.
yeah, they don't break down. So, and
Just roll up into the ball.
so let's go ahead and put something together, and I'll be good. I'll be good.
All right, on miscellaneous, let's just 23 work orders. Total work orders.
Okay, so here we go.
On the water usage reductions, they updated it, so we pumped 50 acre feet this month, so we're at 93 for the year already, 93.04 acre feet for the year. But I think it's because we had that cold front, so everybody was dripping their faucets too, so
Yeah.
there's the pool for,
And don't forget, we also waited for the new to go ahead and do some of the repairs, right?
Yeah.
Remember, we because we were already close with the other.
yes.
Yeah.
That should be it.
Okay, current automatic pump, authorized amount, a new authorized amount. Okay. Yeah. So we're doing good right now.
Yeah,
We'll just see as we go in through the summer months. Those are the ones
oh, yeah.
we start getting.
It's already getting warmer, so they're even more.
What else you got? All right. Any questions for Bobby?
Robbie, on the Lytle Apartments,
Yes, sir.
Main Street,
Yes, sir.
what's going on right there at the
I think
entrance?
we're gonna cover up.
Are we ready to cover it? It's
Yeah.
been open for a couple of months at least.
Yeah. The way they did that line, I mean,
Okay.
It took me a little bit of time to fix it, but I finally got it done.
Well, we're ready to start
Yeah.
covering it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they started to, but we need to bring some fill in and finish it off. But yeah, we'll have that done this week.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Anything else? David, anything for Robbie?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. All right. Got Richie. Richie says, well, since everybody stayed below 5 minutes, I get extra time.
My wife texted me and says, "Moving along." Okay. Basic stuff here, calls for service, vehicle collision, alarms, again, nothing there. Routine patrol activity about normal. Citations 390, we've been hovering around there. We got the speeding 210. Still a lot of speeding tickets. Yeah. What else is number 2 is no insurance, which, you know, if your insurance is like mine, it keeps going up. I expect you'll see more people with no insurance because you just can't afford it. It's very, very, car insurance has really gone through the roof, even with no claim. Arrest profile, total stop is 440. Adult arrest. Let's see, there DWIs, drug paraphernalia, assaults, stolen vehicle, drug paraphernalia, burglary building, DWI, warrant service, different stuff.
Ready to rest.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody tried to run away?
Which one's on there? Yeah, that was that one Anthony had on his stolen motorcycle.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a ran on foot, and they crowded him over, I think, by the park entrance over there off Live Oak in Somerset, where the one's house is over in the backyard.
Okay.
A lot of arrests this month, and we've had a lot. You know, it's kind of been pretty steady with arrests. I think that financial fraud.
I got a question. I know it's going to be for the next month, but did we have some car break-ins here recently?
4 over the weekend, and we had 4 that were reported this morning. 3 of them this morning. 3 of them were at Certified Auto Truck. Certified. It's all the same suspect.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get video together. Single male guy on foot with a hoodie. 2 on Bloom Drive. Basically, they're stealing these Kias. And Honda's the ones that Hyundai that they've got these TikTok videos, don't tell your kids about, you know, where they tell you how you can steal them. So this person here is practicing, evidently. They're not taking anything. They're not getting anything. I mean, they're just trying to steal these cars. There's one person on foot.
One person on foot?
Yeah, with a hoodie. So we're got some surveillance video we're putting together that people have given us, you know.
Is there anything we need to put out to the city? Or?
Right now, well, I was hoping to get some video. These people trying to get some video when their video crashed. I was going to put a picture out and everything, but it crashed. So I'm going to see if they get it up and running tomorrow.
Okay.
Try to put something out.
Well, is there anything we need to put out just to let folks know, hey, vigilant?
That was not on my plan, but I put it in the newsletter about the 4 we had over the weekend, which I said 2 on Bloom, 1 on North Prairie, 1 on Adams, and this morning it was 1 on Houston and 3 at Certified Auto Truck. So it's all in that same little area there, and they're targeting all. Yes. One videos are 12:30, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So they're targeting certain type of vehicles, and like I say, he's not a successful car thief. I mean, he's not. But they're not. The only thing they took so far was a faceplate to a Pioneer radio out of Corolla, which a faceplate is not worth anything. I mean, you couldn't get the darn thing away. So, but we've got some stuff we're working on that right now.
Okay. Well, let us know if we need to send anything out. I know you put the newsletter, but
Yeah, I was going to actually.
the weekly.
I was going to send out a separate deal, but I wouldn't want to get. When you can send pictures, they get.
More attention.
Yeah. Without pictures, people don't pay as much attention.
but that's what we still may, if I get them tomorrow on Wednesday. Burgery, so has a burger vehicle, Burger King. We had a burger vehicle on Martin Street. And this, I think, is the same. This was back in the middle of February, but it's very possible that that's the, it's very possible that it's the same person based on what we're seeing now.
You mean the broken one car window?
The 218 on Florence and Martin Street, and the 214 on Benton Street from 214, so almost a month ago. We had those. Again, we didn't have any video for any of those. But
Okay.
Again, it's all indications one person on foot.
Between 12 and
Two.
2.
So, that's where we're. I mean, of course, it could change. The times can change. The problem is a lot of people. I mean, they've got substance abuse problem, mental health. I mean, their clocks aren't, the same as the rest of us.
Yeah.
So, did I hit something there? Oh. Where'd I go? Okay, so.
That's pretty word.
All right, so let me go to here. Let me go down one. How do you go down one? Okay, tests. HEB. Those are all pretty. 2020 Equinox. That was kind of a joyride deal. It was recovered close to the house. That's unrelated to these others, though, for sure. Shoplifting. Shower wall. Shoplifting. So really not too. It's weird because the thefts normally by far dominate what we deal with, and then it just kind of shifted a little bit because we hadn't had hardly any vehicle burglaries. Lost found property. That's just nothing particular. That's just stuff we come and go with on a normal basis. So try to put more on there just to show what's going on. Special events. February 1st, we had a school safety meeting. That's one legislatively mandated that the sheriff host a school safety meeting. All the schools and police departments in the county have to go. So now we've got next week, the 21st, Medina County's having theirs they're doing theirs during the day, and that was in the evening. They're doing theirs in the day at Medina Valley. So I'll be going to that one next, whatever day the 21st is.
Mm-hmm.
Had a couple guys go to a DWI refresher course. They went to that's a Children's Advocacy Center meeting. That's the one in Pleasanton. We had, of course, the trail riders. We had some bands. We had some more trail riders. We had siren tests, some school escorts. DA had a class in Pleasanton, had a department head meeting, music festival planning. We did a couple of those, or maybe just one that month. School Fusion Center, they came down and met with some of the guys at the school. High school powerlifting team, we got any more on there? Yes, there's more. Music festival planning for me. Homeless meeting with Mayor and some others. Had grand opening, ribbon cutting. Rise Broadband David went to that. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of that stuff. Criminal cases, we had 7 suspects with 9 charges. Felony, we had 6 suspects with 9 charges. Two misdemeanors, 2 people charged, each with a misdemeanor in Medina County Criminal District Attorney's Office. So a lot of that stuff going on. Overtime, 15 hours. Overtime, we had 14.25 hours holiday leave, 24.75 hours personal leave, 105 hours of vacation taken, 18.5 hours of sick leave. We did a certificate of occupancy for the small town gals. That's back to one. That's the one up by Mr. Hacks. Texas kind of boutique. That was Matt and them. We did some work with the school on the knock boxes up there, trying to get the keys correct. And Stouts Coffee, brewing coffee. That one we did a couple pre-inspections, and then Matt and did the final.
If you haven't gone out to the small town gals and Texan boutique, they're pretty nice. They're pretty nice. They've done a really good job in getting those all lined up and everything.
Very nicely set up.
Yep. A lot of great gift ideas.
New Tahoes, we think one is almost ready, and the other will be ready soon. We've got camera systems ordered. The issue is they're supposed to be sending me an invoice because we've got to go to the bank and figure out about how we're going to pay for them. So I kind of trying to get a total number before we, get to that next step to see how that's going to work out. I'm assuming they're going to be, we approved something a year and a half ago with purchased them. I'm assuming that they're going to have some kind of upcharge on that because of labor and material. I don't know how that. I haven't seen it yet. They acted like it was probably going to be the same, but I haven't got it.
So they'll get us to four Tahoes, and then your truck, right?
And then the charge.
And the Charger. So you'll have a total of 6 vehicles. Okay. And then we'll put the other vehicle up for auction. Yep.
Yeah, because it's not. We don't want to keep it.
Yeah.
We need probably. We probably need. Well, I mean, if it takes a year and a half to get it, we need to order 2 more vehicles probably this year. But depending on that's going to be something we got to look at because as we're growing, you probably need like right now we're at 5, and that's probably the absolute minimum. Where you can, safely put vehicles in the shop, and if somebody goes somewhere to school.
Yeah.
And as you compare to other cities, we're on the very small side of cars too. So I don't know, we're still doing well on there. So,
Okay.
okay.
Council, any questions? Anything?
When we if we put a vehicle up for auction, make sure we work on the verbiage.
Yep.
Thank you.
We'll be able to do that.
Good point.
Yeah. And Richie, as soon as you're ready, let's get info out to the public on if we have somebody.
I was hoping. I
Yeah.
actually was working on that like at 2:00, and that's when that deal crashed. So I'm happy to send something out without photos.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever anything we can share, the earlier the better. Just in case if we have an idea when he's walking around. Yeah.
That's actually kind of the plan. I think I mentioned it on even myself. I sent some more info out in my picture belt. So
Okay.
we'll try to get something out tomorrow.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. We'll go ahead and move on to number 8 and do the information. It's 7:30. We're doing really, really good. Getting done. So we'll go ahead and go around the room.
No, sir.
Anything? Okay. Back there. Anything? Robbie? Molly?
Live Music Festival is going to be before our next meeting.
22nd, 23rd. You're correct. Definitely right around the corner. And definitely got a few things to take care of between now and then. Miguel? Nothing? All right. Oh, David.
No, I'm good. Nothing.
You're good? All right. Let's go ahead and pass some information. First of all, I just want to go ahead and say thanks to Public Works, to Zach and Public and PD. Appreciate everything with your help. What we went through yesterday with the water. The team came together and we were able to take care of what we needed to and take care of our folks, take care of businesses as best as we can. There's a lot of lessons learned that came out of this. I'm trying to see if we can get a picture up. Oh, you're not connecting? Okay, we'll wait. I'll come back to that and see if we can open that. I wanted to show the council what actually caused it. Did have some folks that were concerned about water breaks and everything else, but this had nothing to do with a water break or a project or anything, which is what we normally deal with. This is just basically out of a utility pole that caused us. And then it put us behind the power curve to try to figure out what we needed to do. So I'll come back to that. Let's go. Special thanks to City Hall once again for taking care of a lot of customers and their concerns. We've been getting a lot of phone calls about most miscellaneous things. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from our residents. Thank you for handling a lot of these things as professionally as possible. I know some of them are unique requests. We tackle each one individually, but we're doing it a lot better than it's ever been. So we appreciate what you guys are doing. Hey, I want to say special thanks to Cassandra. Thank you. We've had a few folks that have actually contacted me that they needed to take care of some stuff that they were working on the computers, and that you guys have actually helped them out. I guess some folks that were having some challenges on there. I don't know if they were using your computers or they were on their laptops on their Wi-Fi, but they pretty much said that you guys were very helpful in helping them out, take care of some stuff. So we appreciate you guys doing that. Just like Molly was talking about the Music Fest, I want to say thank you to the committee. A lot of people involved with that. We've been meeting on a weekly basis. I think everything is getting set up for that. It's going to be a great show. I know Miguel has, front row seats where where he lives, so he just takes out the lawn chairs and he's right there. Doesn't even need to worry about parking. So it works out really good. But we're supposed to have a good showing on that Friday night. It's Friday night, and then we'll have 3/4 of the day on Saturday too. The chamber has done an outstanding job. Jamie, Chuck's Weimer's wife, has done a great job of getting things lined up. So I think it's going to be really good. The one thing that I do need help with is we need to get the word out and make sure people understand that no coolers will be allowed. Okay, no coolers. So people can't come in like they come in before. Now, if it's for medical reasons or something like that, we'll adopt. Certain things. They bring the baby and they need the formula or something in there. We get it. But in a sense of needing to get beverages or food, it's all going to be available. And that's one of the things that we ask is for. There's no charge to come in. The main thing is just supporting the organizations that are out there that are trying to make it worthwhile. Try to do that. Do you want to go ahead and say a special thanks also to the Methodist Church and the Grace Bible Church for their pantries? A lot of folks have been using these services. It continues to stay busy. I don't think it's going to line up anytime soon, but we're getting folks from everywhere. So that's one of the reasons. And I want to say thanks to Paola and Rosario for helping us out. We have an outreach fair that we're going to have on the 21st of March. A lot of different agencies from ACOG to WIC to the food bank. We got lots of different organizations that are going to be there to be able to help people out. We even have Cricket that offers special rates, special phones, both for seniors and also for young folks. They got all these different plans, and they usually can help people save some money on their monthly plans. So they're going to be out there too. So keep an eye out for the flyer. That's a great way to be able to take care of our folks that goes along with that. Okay, wanted to share something. Well, let me go ahead and ask. Did we find the photo or not yet? I thought I did. Okay. Okie dokie. We'll show it next time. I'll be able to do that. I do want to go ahead and announce something great that TxDOT came through along with the Railroad Commission. For years, we've been asking to get some assistance, and I will tell you that one of our council members that used to be here, Lupe Castro, one of the big things that he asked me to do as he was sick, he asked, please make sure that this project gets done. And we all promised him that we would do this. We're going to get a light at the intersection of 2790 and 132 coming from the high school. That's going to be a great thing to be able to help out. I know Richie is going to be happy, be able to get the traffic through there. It's in the final coordination. We have money already allocated through TxDOT. So it's going to be a big thing that we've been working on for a very long time. Different councils have been working on. So this is going to be a good thing for our city and make it a lot better too. It's going to it'll probably be offset with our sidewalk project. So there's still going to be some work, and then we're going to pause and then come back and do on that. But it's going to be a good thing. The sidewalk project we're going to work on and then work around. We already passed the dates of when school is out over the summer. So we're assuming that hopefully they can get the contractor to work on 2790 during those times when we have less volume. We know that we have summer school, but it'll be a lot less traffic that goes through that. So that should be a good thing to be able to take care of that. Be prepared also. I'm still waiting to hear from the Railroad Commission. There's another project that they can probably knock it out within a week or two. They're going to be replacing a lot of the railroad ties and a few other crossings. If you drive around Adams Street, you notice that they pre-position a lot of supplies. They've been sitting there for months. They were supposed to start sometime now. I'm waiting to find out. They should have been done by February, but here we are. Okay. So, but we're trying to find out when they're going to do that, because I know they're going to close some intersections and do some repairs and different things that goes along with that. They'll reopen them, but they're going to be working on the railroad that goes along. The other TxDOT project, before I forget, they're still finishing up along the frontage roads. They're not completely done. So expect that hopefully to end soon. There's still some work that needs to be taken care of, but hopefully it's sooner than later that goes along with that. Okay, things also in the calendar that we have. The 30th of March, is that correct, Paola? We got Easter, and I hear the Easter Bunny is going to show up. I believe he is. So please get the word around that we're still doing that. We did shift it a little bit earlier. Instead of being later or early afternoon, it's like late morning when we're actually doing it. So please get the word around. We're still going to be doing that. And how many eggs, Paula, are we looking at? 12,000? Oh my goodness. So lots of eggs. That's still a lot of eggs though. So it should be pretty good. So get the word along with that. Little League, the first day is going to be on the 6th of April. So it's right around the corner. So we're going to have literally 3 weekends in a row: Music Fest, the Easter, and then the Little League right after that. And then within a few days after the Little League grand opening, on the 8th of April, we have the Eclipse. So I did confirm today that the Chick-fil-A truck is going to be here. So we'll have it here. We'll have another one, and then we'll have different things to give out to those that show up there. How many glasses do we have? 1,000. So we got 1,000 glasses, and then you have some, and you got 500. So just work with Paola. So, we'll have some glasses out there for people to show up. We'll have a few food trucks during that time, and be able to take advantage. We are working closely with the school. The school's also going to be doing some stuff on the outside in different areas. They're going to invite their parents, and just stay tuned. We're going to put something together between the school and us and actually send it out through social media, letting everybody know. But on that day, on the Eclipse, for the city side, please let folks know that we are going to do something over at the park, and they can bring their chairs and everything, buy some food, and hang out during the time that it's actually happening. And it's about 1 something? 1:30? Yeah. So it should be pretty cool. We're on the very edge. But still, it's unreal. I think the next one that happens is in 2040 something, but it's in a different part of Texas, not even near us at all. So just kind of keep that in the back of mind. Want to put a little promo too, just because they're doing a great job. Fish fry over at the Catholic Church. They're doing a great job over there at St. Andrews. It's really good opportunity to support our folks over there. And then lastly, but not least, okay.
What about you? Where's your cake?
No, mine doesn't count.
It does count.
Mine already passed. Yours counts.
Mine isn't here yet.
It's all good.
Well, it looks like it's already.
So Lynette's birthday is tomorrow. So we're going to be able to celebrate. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lynette. Happy birthday to you.
Make a wish. Yay!
He was gonna do it.
Yes, he is. It's a terrible habit you got into. It's the Zima cakes. Next time, don't give it to me where my station camera over there. My family members watching.
Well, we found out that Molly likes zebra cakes too, so we'll be able to do that.
Dollar.
All right. Okay, I know we had a lot of information. We're still doing really good. Any last minute things to share with each other? If not, it is 7:42. Can I get a motion for us to adjourn? Okay, got a motion on the floor. I got a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. Appreciate it, David. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate
No
it.
problem. Glad to do it.
Have a great